Okay, so here is a short weekly analysis on gold. First of all, whenever I'm doing my weekly analysis, what I first do is I go to Forex Factory to check what is there fundamentally. So fundamentally, let's check what is there. So I come to trading Forex Factory, then straight from Forex Factory I come to set my date to next week. So next week is I think from 8 to 12. Right, so I click on 8 and 12 and I come to update settings. So on the update, I look at what is there fundamentally next week. So fundamentally next week we have ADP weekly employment change, we have JOTS, which these are all affecting the USD pair. So we also have the FOMC statements. Now the ADP is actually going to give us what is going to it's going to actually shake the dollar a bit. We also have JOTS there, and we are actually the forecast we're having is 7.14. right now. These are all going to shape the dollar a bit next week. Now we also have the Fed fund rate, where investors or top economists are expecting a reduction in the interest rates, right? They're expecting a drop up to 3.75. When this happens, whenever interest rate is being dropped, then it means that people will be able to get more money. What I'm trying to say is that when interest rate is low, they'll be able to borrow more money will come into the system. Then if the economy is like an investing kind of economy, people will be able to invest more, and then productivity will increase, right? But if it's more like a spending kind of economy, then what is going to happen is that people will spend more instead, and then inflation will increase, right? US is more like an investing kind of economy. It depends on the situation, right? So if interest rate is being dropped, then people can borrow more and then produce more. When this happens, productivity or GDP will increase, and it will go a long way to help the economy positively. So now, since we have this here, the FOMC will come, and then let's see what will actually come in the week. Now, in the midst of this, we have our fundamentals here. We've actually understood what's going to happen, and when interest rate is being reduced, what is likely going to happen. So now let's move on to the chart and look at what we should be anticipating the upcoming week. So this is gold. In the upcoming week, we are anticipating that, or I am anticipating that, market will come down a bit. So on the weekly, I just want to mark where I think they are strong for my confluence. So here, this low here could be strong. It's a strong low, right? So I have my listing. So let me just go to the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, we are having a nice inbuilt trend. So we moved from here, we came here, we retested, we've gone above there again. So I'm expecting a retracement up to this zone, and then we move in the upside. So if it doesn't go straight to the upside, still this weekly week is very, very strong, and markets can come there, retest, and come down again before we actually break it, right? So gold fundamentally and technically, we can see that markets will likely come down and move up from the look of things in the upcoming week. So what I'm anticipating, as I said earlier, is a move downwards and then a continuation towards the upside in the upcoming week, right? So this is my analysis, and when I go down to the 4-hour, you can see there's a fair value gap here, which is likely going to pull gold down here before we move. But if that doesn't happen, I'm a price action trader. So if this doesn't work, and whatever is working during the week, I'll trade whatever is working during the week, or whatever market is trying to print during the week. So looking at it, we're expecting a move towards the downside and then the continuation. That's the general one, right? But if we don't get the general one and we get the inbuilt or whatever is going to happen within the week, we move with that one. Thank you so much, and I'll see you later. Bye.